Good afternoon. Let's hop into our meditation for the day. Start by getting comfortable. Let's spend a little time noticing the seat that you're in right here. As you do, notice the sensations around you. Notice where you are. Notice any clothing, blankets, whatever is under your sits bones, whatever is under your feet, on your back. As you bring your awareness to these kind of basic things, these things that we don't always notice, allow your mind to wander just a bit. And then start to bring your awareness toward your breath. See if you can detach from those things that you bring your attention to by taking a deep breath in and a slow exhale out. One more like that. Breathe in strong. Breathe out deep. As you pause here for another moment, settling into the natural rhythm of your breath, allow your body to start to soften just a bit more. So you can let your shoulders drop. Maybe take a little movement with your head and your neck as you look for ease and softness there. And once you're ready to find stillness again, we'll move our way into another day of breathing meditation. This time, we're going to focus on taking the breath in 3 parts. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. On your next inhale, start to think about or even imagine that you could send this breath to the very lowest part of your belly. You might start to visualize the base of your torso or your lungs. And imagine that air is filling up all the way from the bottom. Every time that you take another breath, fill that space a little bit more. Imagine it expanding, reaching beyond where it might normally, in order to allow you more room to breathe and to be. And as you exhale, acknowledge your body's ability to bring that air from the depths of your lungs, of your belly, and out into the world, carrying with it things that you don't need. And then we'll start to bring your acknowledgement to maybe the middle part of your lungs. Imagine, if you're visualizing from your belly up, that this kind of circles around the midsection of your torso, of your rib cage even. And as you notice this breath, think about what exists in this space. Anatomically, this is where your lungs live. From an energetic standpoint, this is where your courage and strength start to originate, start to meet. So notice as your breath comes from the base of your belly up toward this midsection, how you can start to wrap a little bit more of that energetic courage and strength around the breath. As we think about energy bodies rather than anatomical spaces, it's nice to allow the imagination to wander, to give these breaths jobs that associate these various parts of your energetic being. And as you continue to breathe into that space, start to notice the ability to take your exhales with a little more power, a little more intention. And then we'll change our focus to the last third, that space from breastbone up, anatomically the top of your lungs. Energetically, you're moving toward courage and communication as we think about that space from heart to throat. As you hover your breath, your awareness in this last third, you might allow your mind to start to manipulate this idea that there at the very top of your chest, there's a space where your breath picks up and carries with it the foundation of courage and the exaltation of your ability to communicate, to express your needs, to express what you feel, but also to understand and perceive what's happening in the world around you. And then we'll start to pull in all three parts of this breath, letting it circle deep in your belly at the base of your lungs, maybe. Imagining that this breath is flowing through a pathway of strength and courage that exists in that space. Feeling the energetic abilities of that courage and communication to be functional and to offer something new to this breath. And then finally to imagine that your exhales, to reverse that, is carrying out the things that you don't need from these spaces. Knowing that these exhales pick up the other side of that energy. Finding courage when it may not be useful. Finding strength when you may need to surrender. Communicating in ways with yourself or those around you that might need more care, more caution. Your exhales are carrying that energy. And while your inhales strengthen these energetic areas, your exhales allow you to really feel into what's best. That softness that you experience as you let her out, as you're moving the stress and tension of the negative energies in these areas. So that as you breathe in, as you energize those life-giving inhales, you're better able to establish some awareness around the positive side of those energies. So with every breath in, allow it to carry with it a little bit extra of courage, a little extra strength, and a little more communication. See it positively charged, positively energized, offering you the ability to know and act and do. And see those exhales carry out the same things. See them leave with those moments that aren't quite right. And a little more awareness, a little more acknowledgement of what's best for you is what you truly need. As you make your way toward the end of today's meditation, consider how breathing a little more deeply, exhaling a little more freely, might establish a balance to these energies. So that as you step into the world and your day, you can find equilibrium. And this equilibrium can bring you a little more peace, can offer you the ability to know when to step away or when to be courageous, when to settle and soften, or when to be stronger, when you should speak up, and when you should simply listen and take in. Remember that these breaths are here for you to bring awareness, to take on a job. It's simply a responsibility to acknowledge them and to give them an assignment as needed throughout your day, throughout each moment. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath together. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. 1 more like that. Breathe in all the way from the pit of your belly and up. And slowly exhale, let it go. As always, stay connected to the breath. Let it offer you things you didn't know you need. Let it release things you didn't know you had. I'm here with you, and I'm here for you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope that you're feeling well.